$580 million. That's how much was wagered on falling oil prices exactly 15 minutes before President Trump announced he'd postpone strikes on Iran for peace talks. The Financial Times broke that number. Somebody knew what was coming. Brent crude dropped nearly 11% in hours, from around $120 a barrel down to $99.94. Headlines screamed relief. Markets celebrated. But here's the thing nobody's telling you: while traders made fortunes on that crash, the national average for gasoline quietly rose to $3.84 a gallon. That's up from $2.98 just 3 weeks earlier. To understand why your wallet doesn't care about oil market headlines, you need to rewind to late February. Iran closed the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow waterway between Iran and Oman that carries 20% of the world's oil and liquefied natural gas. 20%. One choke point. The International Energy Agency called it, quote, the largest supply disruption in history. Brent crude, which sat comfortably in the 70s, rocketed past $100. On March 8, it hit $107.97, a 16.5% surge from the previous Friday's close of $92.69. WTI, the U.S. benchmark, mirrored the climb at $106.22. At its peak, Brent touched $126 a barrel. Analysts at Clearview Energy warned prices could climb even higher if the disruption continued. And it did continue. Iran declared the strait open only to non-hostile vessels, which in practice meant Iranian ships and their allies. Everyone else was locked out. This wasn't a theoretical risk on a trading screen. This was physical oil not moving. Tankers sitting idle. Refineries scrambling for supply. The kind of disruption that takes months to unwind, even after the shooting stops. Then came the twist. Trump signaled peace negotiations with Iran. Markets exhaled. Crude plunged. But here's what the headlines buried: Iran's parliament speaker immediately called the peace talk reports, quote, fake news designed to manipulate markets. Iran denied any negotiations were happening. So the 11% price drop? It was built on a statement from one side that the other side flatly rejected. And yet traders had already pocketed their profits. Remember those $580 million in bets? Placed 15 minutes before the announcement. The timing raises a question nobody in Washington wants to answer. But forget the traders for a second. Let's talk about you. By mid-March, American drivers were paying the highest pump prices since 2023. The Wall Street Journal documented a more than 30% jump in gasoline prices since February 28. From $2.98 to $3.84, that's an extra $43 a month for the average household that drives 30 miles a day. GasBuddy analyst Patrick Dehaan projected an 80% chance that the national average would hit $4 a gallon. Not might. 80% probability. That's not a forecast, that's a warning. The White House tried to respond. On March 18, Trump waived the Jones Act, a century-old shipping law that requires U.S.-flagged vessels for domestic cargo. The idea was to let foreign tankers move fuel between American ports and ease supply bottlenecks. Analysts immediately called it symbolic. The real problem isn't shipping between U.S. ports. It's that 20% of global oil supply is stuck behind a military blockade on the other side of the planet. You can waive every shipping law on the books, it won't conjure oil that isn't flowing through Hormuz. Here's the part that should keep you up at night. Former Fed Chair Janet Yellen warned that this oil shock could reverse the inflation progress America spent 2 painful years earning. Higher energy prices don't just hit your gas tank. They hit your groceries, because trucks run on diesel. They hit your Amazon deliveries. Your heating bill. Your airline tickets. Every product that moves by ship, truck, or plane gets more expensive when oil stays elevated. And oil doesn't snap back to pre-crisis levels just because a president tweets about peace. The supply chain damage is already done. Refineries already locked in contracts at higher prices. Those costs flow downstream, to you, with a lag of 4 to 8 weeks. So oil crashed on paper. Traders celebrated. Headlines moved on. But the gas station down your street didn't get the memo. And here's the question that should linger: if $580 million can be bet on a price drop 15 minutes before a presidential announcement, who exactly is this peace deal for? The markets? Or you?